This is your UT10 Sports Report. I'm Caleb Gill. Some Toledo football players took the field for the NFL Pro Day earlier this week, but first, the women's basketball team took the court for the WNIT tournament. The first round of the WNIT for Toledo had the home team coming out hot against the Houston Baptist Huskies. Rockets would open the game scoring 9 of the first 11 points, quickly putting the Huskies in a bind, with the Rockets leading HBU 26-11 at the end of the first. Houston Baptist was able to control most of the second quarter after scoring the first 8 points in the quarter, but thanks in part to a 3 from Sophia Wire before the half, Rockets took a 7-point lead into the intermission. Both teams struggled coming out of the half, but the Huskies went into the fourth on an 8-2 run, putting them within striking distance of the Rockets. The Midnight Blue and Gold, though, ended any hopes of a late-game comeback from HBU in the fourth, thanks to an 11-2 run of their own. And 4 points to end the night from Nan Garcia was enough for the Rockets to move on to round 2 of the WNIT, beating Houston Baptist with a final score of 61-51. In round 2, UT took on a familiar foe in Kent State. The Golden Flashes went on to score the first 5 points of the match, allowing them to have a lead over the Rockets for about half of the opening quarter. But a big first quarter from center Hannah Novorowski scored 8 points in the quarter, along with Sophia Wire splashing one in from beyond the arc with under 5 left, gave the Rockets a 14-11 lead that the home team would not look back from. Toledo outscored Kent State in the second 20-9, giving the Rockets a 42-27 lead into the half. Kent State would actually outscore Toledo in the third 20-15, but the closest they would come within the Rockets would still only be 10 points. Quenisha Lockett got going in the fourth, and that would help to continue stretching Toledo's lead late in the game, with the Rockets beating the Golden Flashes 79-59. Rockets will travel to Marquette to take on the Golden Eagles tonight for the round 3 of the WNIT tournament. That game will be on at 8 p.m. Draft season is here for the NFL, and with that comes Pro Days. For players hoping to hear their names called in April, this is one last opportunity to showcase their talents in front of NFL evaluators. 15 Rocket football players participated in the Pro Day, with all of them sharing the same goal: to get drafted to play in the National Football League. Pro Days are a combination of workouts for players to test different skill sets in front of NFL scouts. Those workouts include different positional drills, to the vertical jump, the shuttle drill, the 3-cone, and the headliner, of course, the 40-yard dash. Of those players hoping to get drafted, safety Tyson Anderson has been one that many scouts have had their eyes on. Anderson was the only Rocket to be invited to the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis back in February. Running the second fastest 40-yard dash at the Combine for safeties, running a 4.36, has helped to improve his stock.
They love my versatility, they love my special teams play, they love my length and my speed. That's for sure.
Other players, like running back Brian Koback and cornerback Sam Womack, were not invited to Indy, but they still feel they have the skills to compete at the next level.
Yeah, my knack for the ball. I'm always around the ball. I'm the rush director for PBU, so they like that I'm around the ball. Hopefully in the NFL I turn into picks.
Womack was definitely impressive in front of scouts with his 4.39 40 time, but Koback was impressive as well, running a 4.47 and a vertical jump of 40.5 inches. Compared to the other running backs that were invited to Indy, Koback's jump was higher than all of them. The NFL Draft starts with the first round on April 28th and lasts until April 30th. Those who do not hear their names during the draft could still sign on with one of the 32 teams as an undrafted free agent following the conclusion of the NFL Draft. Toledo Celtics Soccer Club has opened its doors for parents who are looking for extracurricular activities for their kids. This year, the Toledo Leprechauns Soccer League has scaled down the COVID-19 protocols so that children from the ages of 3 to 8 can have fun while learning the regiments of soccer in a safe environment. The director of Toledo Celtics, Yusuf Allah Akbar, told UT10 that soccer is a great way for kids to learn while having fun.
First of all, we think soccer is an incredible sport. We think it's a great way to keep kids active, to get kids in a team environment, and to get kids outdoors, which is something we really, really need right now through this pandemic.